What were the main events of the war in Slovenia? Have you ever wondered how a brief conflict could change the course of a nation's history? The war in Slovenia, often referred to as the 10-Day War, was a significant moment in Southeast European history. This conflict took place from June 27 to July 7, 1991. It all started when Slovenia declared independence from Yugoslavia on June 25, 1991. This declaration came amid rising tensions as the Yugoslav People's Army attempted to maintain control over the republics. The war began with initial clashes and border fighting. Small skirmishes erupted along Slovenia's borders and within towns as the Yugoslav People's Army tried to secure control over key border crossings and strategic locations. The Slovenian Territorial Defense Forces resisted these moves, determined to assert their sovereignty. One of the major events was the attempted control of Ljubljana, Slovenia's capital, and its airports by the Yugoslav People's Army. However, they faced effective resistance from Slovenian forces, which prevented them from achieving their objectives. A decisive moment in the conflict was the Battle of Krakovsky Forest. During this battle, Slovenian forces managed to force a significant surrender of Yugoslav People's Army troops. This marked a turning point in the war, showcasing the strength of the Slovenian resistance. On July 4, 1991, a ceasefire was declared. Following this, Slovenian forces took control of all border crossings. The Yugoslav People's Army began to withdraw peacefully from Slovenia, marking the end of active hostilities. The signing of the Brioni Accords on July 7, 1991, officially ended the war. These agreements recognized Slovenian sovereignty and included a 3-month moratorium on independence declarations from Slovenia and Croatia. The accords also mandated the withdrawal of all Yugoslav military forces from Slovenia by the end of October 1991. The Yugoslav army began its withdrawal about 10 days after the ceasefire and completed it by October 26, 1991. During this process, the army was restricted from taking heavy weapons, leaving many behind or selling them to other republics. Casualties were relatively low due to the short duration and limited intensity of the fighting. Slovenian forces reported 19 deaths and 182 wounded. The Yugoslav People's Army had 44 fatalities and 146 wounded. Additionally, 6 Slovenian civilians and 12 foreign nationals lost their lives during this conflict. The war in Slovenia marked the beginning of the breakup of Yugoslavia. It demonstrated that a republic could assert independence with limited armed conflict. This brief conflict set a precedent for the more prolonged and intense wars that followed in Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. The unique ethnic composition and political circumstances in Slovenia allowed for a swift resolution, contrasting sharply with the later wars in the region.